welcome. We are going to start in a seat. So getting your sit bones elevated. Nice place to just come in and tune in with your body and your breath, to tune in and check in and notice how your mind's feeling in this moment. So as you find a comfortable space for you to sit, really important that you find a space that is really allowing you to be at ease in your body so that you can find a level of presence and mindfulness in your mind rather than tuning into and being distracted by discomfort in the body. So create as much comfort in the body as you possibly can. Find as much elevation in the spine as you possibly can. Close down the eyes and just tune into the breath. So just noticing to begin with what the breath feels like and how the body receives to the breath. Notice your state of being at an energetic level and an emotional level. Notice if you're feeling really calm and integrated. Notice if you're feeling really distracted and busy. Notice if there are any big emotions, sadness, grief, fear, worry, irritability, frustration, anger. Just take a moment to see what's there and to really allow yourself to welcome whatever's there in the emotional and energetic landscape of the body. We can only really create and facilitate change for ourselves from a place of awareness. And we can only really cultivate self-awareness in stillness and silence, where we have space to really look at and see clearly into the nature of our own mind, of our reactivity, of our feelings and experiences, our perceptions, our projections. And then from that place of self-awareness, I think personally the most important quality we need to carry is self-compassion. Because when we start to look clearly into the nature of our own minds and our own reactivities and the way we show up in the world, it's likely we're going to see things we don't really like about ourselves. And so that it's easy then to judge and criticize and shame and belittle the way we are, the way we show up, particularly if our behaviors and actions are reactive. So it's so important to cultivate this loving kindness and self-compassion as you journey through and start to really tune into the nature of your being. The nature of the small mind and the limiting beliefs that dictate and facilitate how we show up in the world. And to treat ourselves like we would a young child learning to navigate the world in a new way. So this practice today is really about cultivating self-compassion through awareness. So take your left hand and place it onto your heart, palm against your body. And breathe in full enough, big enough that as you do, you feel the chest rising underneath your hand. And you feel the solidarity and the warmth and the intention of your hand pressed against your body. It serves no purpose to raise a hand to oneself and judge and criticize, yell, abuse the self. If we can't fully accept and love and embrace ourselves as we are, even as we navigate through some of the hard parts of this journey, then it's impossible to cultivate those qualities and share them with others. So we see things as they are, we accept them for what they are, and we love ourselves anyway. Take a deep breath in. Allow all of the breath to escape. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And one more of those big, deep, full breaths. And then take your right hand and place it over your left. So both hands now connected to your heart space. Feeling the body being breathed. The breath seamlessly moving in and out. And in your mind to yourself, repeating these beautiful words of loving kindness from Buddha's wisdom. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live at ease. May you live in peace. Take your hands down to your legs. Breathe in fully. A nice, slow, long, controlled breath out. We're going to come over onto our belly. So just moving your bolster or props out of the way and slowly moving down onto your tummy. And we're going to begin just by taking a few little cobra flows. So your hands will be flat on the floor, your fingertips in line with the tips of your shoulders, your elbows pulled in towards the side body. So there's a lot of effort through the back line of the body. You're pressing into the floor with the top of the feet, squeezing the inner thighs, the hamstrings and the glutes and the bottom. Take your forehead down to the floor. As you take a breath in, you're going to lift the head, neck, shoulders and chest off the floor. And as you breathe out, float back down to the earth. Breath in, lift up. Breath out, float down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, fold. Really subtle, slow movement. Lifting up on the in-breath, floating down on the out-breath. And just two more of those. And then tuck your toes and just slowly press yourself back into a child's pose. Take the knees wide, big toes touching, hips sink down over the heels. 5 big nourishing breaths here in your extended child's pose. And the invitation throughout your whole practice is to notice when the mind takes you away from vibration of love, loving kindness, compassion, and acceptance, and into a vibration of fear or disappointment or judgment or criticism. Anytime the mind says this is not good enough or I wish I could do this differently, indicates a lack of acceptance for how things are. On your next breath in, rise up to a tabletop position. Heels of the hands underneath the shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. In breath, pull the chest through for cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck the tail down, dome through the shoulders, drop the chin to the chest. And 4 more of those little flows. And can you be in this place of deep present moment awareness, allowing the breath to move the body, and loving and accepting and embracing all of what's available to you as it is, without any expectation for it to be different. You'll find a neutral spine on the next breath in, and as you take the exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Just continue to keep the mind present on the breath. Continue to stay curious into how the mind shows up for you. Notice if there is any self-criticism or judgment, and allow yourself to be fully present in loving kindness and compassion. Take a full breath in. Let all the breath go. At the end of the breath, hold the breath out and slowly walk to the top of your mat. As you arrive on the inhale, take a half lift, and then bend forward as you breathe out. Take your hands to the back of your ankles. Bend the knees deeply so the whole front of the torso is connected to the thighs. Crown of head is hanging down towards the floor. Breathing in fully. Breathing out deeply. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take your hands to the front of your shins and press into your shins and the front of the legs and walk your way up to standing. So use your hands pressing into the shins and then the thighs and the hips to come all the way up into mountain pose. Stack your shoulders over your hips, over your heels. Lengthen out through the back of the neck. Palms are facing towards the front. Take a breath in. Let the breath go. Float the fingers to the sky as you breathe in. And forward fold on the breath out. Inhale, half lift. Downward facing dog, breath out. Right leg to the sky on the in-breath. Tiger curl through the center as you breathe out. Step the foot through. We're coming into warrior one. So your left foot will pick up off the floor and plant the sole of the foot to the earth. Drive the fingers to the sky as you breathe in. So as you come into warrior one, your heels remain on train track. So they are hip distance apart. Your feet are not in a straight line here. Your left toes turned out at a 45-degree angle. You're going to pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and then drive into your right knee. Take a breath in. Take a full breath out. Pull your hands to prayer pose, Anjali Mudra, thumb tips at your heart center as you breathe in. Stay here as you breathe out. Full breath in. Ground into the front foot, step forward, chair pose as you breathe out. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Walk your hands up the shins and up your thighs. Come all the way back up into standing. Fingers to the sky on the in-breath. Forward fold on the out-breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg floats to the sky, three-legged dog. Tiger curl. Step through, warrior one, in breath. Right foot steps out on a 45-degree angle. Left hip pulls back. Right hip drives forward. Bend deeply into the front knee. So you bring your hands to your heart on the next breath in, Anjali Mudra. Sternum pressed against your thumb tips. This sense of elevation and lifting through the sternum. Big breath in. Drive forward, step to the top of the mat, chair pose, exhale. In breath. Forward fold, out breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in your downward facing dog. Moving a little bit slower in the practice today to create some space for you to really clearly watch the mind. This also includes things like wishing the practice was faster and that it might perhaps more dynamic, and just noticing how when we're not getting what we want or we think we want, how the mind has awesome story to share with us about the experience. And can you just simply be here in the present moment to love and appreciate everything that's going on for you? Have gratitude for all that your body can do for you. And to be fully bathed in present moment awareness, in deep self-awareness and self-compassion. Take a full breath in. Let all the breath go. Right leg to the sky, in breath. Tiger curl. To warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, in breath. Hands to your heart, out breath. Stay here on the inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Full breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Half lift, inhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, in breath. Tiger curl. Warrior one, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Stay here for in-breath, lift the chest. Utkatasana, chair pose, top of the mat. Full breath in. Uttanasana, forward fold, breath out. Mountain pose, Tadasana, sweep to the sky, in breath. Uttanasana, forward fold, out breath. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky, in breath. Tiger curl. Warrior one. Hands to heart. Breath in, lift the chest. Chair pose, top of the mat. Big breath in. Forward fold. Half lift in. Down dog. Left leg to the sky, in breath. Tiger curl. Warrior one, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Lift the heart in. Chair pose, out. Full breath in. Forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose, sweep up. Uttanasana, exhale. Half lift in. And downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Tiger curl. Stepping through to crescent lunge this time, so keeping the back foot on the toe as you drive up, fingers to the sky. Staying here as you breathe out. Full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Stork pose, power through that standing leg, drive the left knee into the chest. Stay as you exhale. Big breath in. Dekasana as you breathe out. Sweep the left leg behind you. Your chest comes to be parallel to the floor, standing strong on your standing leg. Your crown of head and the tips of your toes are in a beautiful straight line if they can be. Keep the breath really full and be in the experience of being curious. To just simply watch the mind. Watch if there is any judgment or frustration, if the pose is challenging, if you fall over, if you wobble, whatever's going on for you. Find a place of appreciative joy, loving kindness and compassion, even as the butt starts to burn. Beautiful. Final breath in. Touch down as you breathe out. Crescent lunge as you breathe in. Chair pose, top of the mat, exhale. Full breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, in breath. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts to the sky, inhale. Tiger curl. Crescent lunge. Stay in your crescent lunge. 3 breaths. And then you'll drive forward on an in-breath, stork pose, power into the left foot, drive the left knee up into the chest. Strong on that left standing leg. Big breath in. Sweep the right leg back, Dekasana, aeroplane pose. Aiming to have your torso and your right leg in a nice straight line. Strong into that grounded standing leg. Fullness in the belly as you breathe. Softness in the mind. Final breath. Touch down as you breathe out. Big breath in, fingers to sky. Chair pose, top of the mat, breath out. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, in breath. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, in breath. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky, in breath. Tiger curl. Crescent lunge, in. Hold it for the exhale. Stork pose, in breath. Dekasana, out breath. Hold the in breath. Touch down, exhale. Crescent lunge, fingers to sky. Chair pose, top of the mat. Big breath in. Forward fold. Half lift. Down dog. Left leg floats, inhale. Tiger. Crescent lunge, in. Hold as you breathe out. Stork pose, inhale, right knee up. Aeroplane pose, right leg back, exhale. Hold for the in-breath. Touch down for the out-breath. Fingers to the sky, breath in. Chair pose, breath out. Inhale. Forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Uttanasana, fold, exhale. Tadasana, mountain pose, power up, in breath. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. High plank, breath in. Knees wide, drop down, child's pose, exhale. 5 breaths in your child's pose. Rise up to tabletop. 3 rounds of cat-cow. So just recalibrating in the center here. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. In-breath pulls the heart space through the shoulders. Take the gaze up. Exhale. Tailbone drops down, chin to chest, doming through the shoulders. 2 more of those. Neutral spine on the 4th breath in. tuck the toes, downward facing dog, breath out. Take a full breath in. And let all the breath escape. Making a commitment to be fully present to the breath and the body, and a commitment to being kind and compassionate to yourself through your practice in this place of self-awareness. Right leg to the sky, breath in. Tiger curl. Crescent lunge, in breath. To warrior two as you breathe out. Inhale. Stay grounded in the warrior, exhale. 2 more breaths in. Breath out. In and out. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Straighten the front leg, exhale. Triangle pose or trikonasana, keeping both legs straight, windmilling your right fingertips to the floor. Perhaps you take your hand to your shin or to the floor or to a block if you need to. Activating through the right quadricep. Really kicking your left hip out towards the side and creating as much space through the front heart space as possible. Pulling your left shoulder to stack on top of the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bend the right knee as you breathe in. Left hand to the floor, inside of the right foot. Twist onto the left toe. Twist to the right, right fingertips to the sky. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Hands to the floor, inhale. Giant sweep up of the back leg, really ground through the front leg, standing split. Breathe deeply and fully. Rely solely on the right leg. You're going to bring your hands to your chest into Anjala Mudra, palm to palm. So you're back into Dekasana with your hands at your chest. Stork pose. Power through that standing leg. Sweep the left leg up. Chair pose. Breath out. Keep your hands at your heart. Big breath in. Forward fold on the breath out. Nice work. Half lift in breath. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Tiger curl. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. 3 breaths. This is your little moment of reprieve to just reconnect, to slow down, to tune in. Fourth inhale, left arm to the sky, reverse the warrior. Stay there as you straighten the front leg. Triangle pose, left hand to the floor or to your shin or a block. Right fingertips to the sky. 3 breaths. And then as you breathe out, you'll bend the left knee. Full breath in, right fingertips to the floor, come onto the right toe, twist to the left, left fingertips to the sky. On an in-breath, you'll bring left hand to the floor. Really power into that left leg as you lift the right leg off the floor to standing split. Trust that left standing leg. Really need to use your back body here to lift your chest. Pull your hands to your heart. Anjali Mudra. Thumb tips to chest, chest to thumb tips. Hold that connection. Power through the left leg. Stork pose. Right knee to the sky. Chair pose as you breathe out. Full breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift in breath. Downward facing dog. High plank, inhale. Knees to the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Elbows tucked into side body. Baby Cobra, where we began our practice, in breath. Child's pose as you breathe out. Staying open to watching and being curious about the quality of the thoughts that come and go in your mind. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Let all the breath go. Right leg to the sky, in breath. We're moving breath for movement. Exhale, tiger curl. In breath, crescent lunge. Power the right foot through. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Straighten the front leg, exhale. Trikonasana, triangle pose, in breath. Lunge with twist, left hand to floor, right fingertips to sky, exhale. Fingertips to the earth, breath in. Power into that front leg, standing split, breath out. Hands to heart, inhale. Balance here, exhale. Stork pose, breath in. Exhale, chair pose. Fill up, in breath. Forward fold, out breath. Half left, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Left leg lifts, inhale. Tiger curl. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior in. Straighten the front leg out. Triangle pose in. Twisted lunge, bend the front knee, right hand to floor, left hand to sky. Both hands to the ground, in breath. Muster up the power, strike up to standing split. Hands lift to heart, inhale. Stay for the out breath. Stork pose, right knee to chest. Chair pose, exhale. Big breath in. Forward fold. Half lift, in breath. Downward facing dog. One more time through that little flow. Inhale, right leg. Tiger. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Triangle pose. Breath in. Twisted lunge, left hand to floor, right fingertips to sky. Both hands to the earth, in. Standing split, lift the back leg, out. Hands to heart, in. Stay, breath out. Left knee to chest, power up. Chair pose, exhale. Fill up on the in-breath. Forward fold. Half lift in. And downward facing dog, breath out. Last time, left leg lifts on the in-breath. Tiger. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Twisted lunge, right hand to earth, left fingertips to sky. Left hand to earth, in. Power up, standing split, out. Lift the chest, hands to heart, in. Stay for the exhale. Stork pose, right knee to chest, in. Chair pose. Big breath in. Forward fold. Heel toe your feet so they're slightly wider than your hips. Take your hands to opposite elbows and take a ragdoll pose. The nice deep bend in the knees. Allow the whole spine to lengthen. 5 big breaths into the belly. Release your fingertips to the floor. Just heel toe the feet to be hip distance apart. Take your hands onto the shins. Gentle bend in the knees. Walk your hands up the legs to come all the way up into standing. Take both hands onto your heart. Left hand first, right hand on top. And just feel into the energetic and emotional landscape of the body. To be open to a gentle remembrance of how the mind was showing up for you. Allowing yourself to let it all go. To be in a place of forgiveness and self-compassion, of loving kindness, no matter what happened in the practice. That every moment you get to choose to begin again. Sweep your fingers to the sky on the in-breath. Take a forward fold, breath out. Nice big bend in the knees. The hamstrings have had enough today. Take a half lift in-breath. Meet in downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let all the breath go. Drop the knees to the floor. Cross the feet over, sweep your bottom onto the ground, and your legs can come out onto the floor in front of you. You can take a bend in the knees so that there is a deliberate lifting of the knees off the floor. Keep your ankles flexed, your toes pulled back, fingers to the sky. And then just softly fall over the legs here. So we're keeping the knees bent just to take all of the effort out of the hamstrings, which have worked really hard for you. And just allow the nervous system to calm back down by taking a nice forward fold. Give yourself 5 big breaths here. You can even take a bolster or something underneath your knees if that feels nice for you. It's super relaxing and really restful. You want to drop the chin to the chest. Allow the crown of the head to reach forward. The spine is long. The breath is full into the belly. And at the end of those 5 breaths, just slowly bring your head, chest, shoulders back up. And just take a moment, allow the legs to be soft, let them fall wherever they're comfortable. And then draw the soles of the feet together. Keep the knees wide open into butterfly pose. Take your hands onto your ankles. And we're going to really allow ourselves to collapse through the front body, exposing this curvature through the spine, really dropping the chin in towards the chest. And again, just anchoring the breath into the belly. So this is not about trying to find a lot of depth in the legs, so much as it just is a little stretch for the hips and a little space of continuing to calm and integrate the nervous system at the end of the practice. And at the end of those 5 breaths, slowly bringing your head, shoulders and chest back up. And then slowly make your way down onto your back. Stick your feet flat on the floor, knees up towards the sky. And just give yourself 3 integrative breaths here on your back. Reclined pigeon pose, right ankle crosses over left knee. Opening up the right knee away from you. You can either stay here with your left foot placed on the floor, or if you wish to draw the left thigh towards the chest, keep pressing the right knee away from you. For 5 breaths. And then you'll swap legs at the end of those 5 breaths, taking the left ankle over the right knee. And drawing your knees into the chest. And we'll take a spinal twist. Allow the knees to fall to whatever side organically feels nice for you. I'm just keeping my knees stacked as a way to fall into an easy twist. It's a little bit more support for the spine. Doesn't take the spine into as much rotation. And that bottom leg is supporting the top leg. And then you'll come back to center as you breathe in. And take your twist to the opposite side as you breathe out. And coming onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big cuddle. And then we're going to come up into a seat. So you can either rock and roll up and down the length of your spine, or you can simply roll over to your side. And come into a supported seat, so something underneath your bottom, a bolster or a block or cushion. As you find length in the spine, a gentle drawing in of the chin towards the chest to lengthen out through the back of the neck. Eyes softly closed. And just paying attention to the breath. I'm going to take you through a beautiful Buddhist meditation. It's a meditation of metta, or loving kindness. We said this briefly at the beginning of the practice. We're going to allow this to extend from ourselves to our close family and loved ones and to all beings. So take your left hand onto your heart, your right hand onto your left. Holding yourself, perhaps you can feel your heartbeat underneath your hands. And just give yourself a couple of breaths here as you connect in with yourself. And then in your own mind to yourself, you say, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy and well. May I live at ease and with peace. Breathing in deeply, receiving the intention of the well wishes to yourself. And then extend your awareness out to your partner, your children, your animals, your pets, your parents, your siblings, your close loved ones, family, friends. Imagine them all standing together, enjoying celebration of family, of community, of love. And to them you say, may you all be happy. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy and well. And may you all live with ease and at peace. Perhaps you can sense or visualize or imagine them all receiving that intention of loving kindness, care, compassion. And then allow your awareness to extend beyond your closest into your community. Perhaps to your fellow yogi students and teachers, to the post office man, to the person who delivers you your online shopping, to the person who delivers your food, the people you pass in your day-to-day and see and walk by and interact with on a daily basis, but don't necessarily have anything to do with, expanding into your whole community. And to your whole community you say, may you all be happy. May you all be safe. May you all be well and healthy. And may you all live with ease and at peace. Taking a deep breath in and out. And now allowing your heart and your awareness to expand well beyond your community, into your state, into your country, across seas to all lands and all beings on this planet. And we wish them well. May you all be happy. May you all be safe. May you all be well and healthy. May you all live with ease and at peace. Take a deep breath in. Let all the breath go. Bring your palms together, Anjali Mudra. Thumb tips against heart center. So breathe in deeply. Breathe out fully. Bowing your head, honoring yourself. That level of self-awareness, compassion and kindness has to be integrated in your own heart space, your own soul, your own being, so that we can continue to wish one another and hold one another in loving kindness and compassion. Namaste.